Hi everyone, it's another TOEIC lesson with me, Tristan, where we look at 3 difficult TOEIC questions and I give you the skills, I give you the vocab, I teach you how to get the correct answer. So let's get into this lesson. Before we start, please share, subscribe, like. Here is the first question. All right, before we get the answer, let's look at 2 key TOEIC vocabulary. The first is the verb you can see indicates. To indicate is to show that something is probably true, to display, to imply. Here's an example. He had an exam this morning. You see him in the afternoon. He looks unhappy. So his mood, so he's not happy, so his mood indicates that the test did not go well. Another example, the restaurant is always busy. This indicates that the food is good. So the form is something indicates that subject verb or something indicates noun. And the noun for indicate is indication. The next word is an adjective, is conscious. This means aware. For example, he is aware of the problem. He is conscious of the problem. He is health conscious. He cares about his health. Well, let's get the answer, and we can do this very easily. First, we will read the whole sentence quickly to get the basic idea. The basic idea is fewer people are buying sugary drinks. This shows that they are more aware of their health. Now, when you start a sentence with a prepositional phrase or an adverb clause, you generally need a comma after it. For example, on May 17th, comma, we left for our trip. On May 17th is a prepositional phrase. We are starting the sentence with this. Or, because the concert was sold out, comma, I had to buy tickets from a third-party website. Because the concert was sold out is an adverb clause sentence. Notice the comma. One more example. In addition to a runny nose, comma, she also had a sore throat. Finally, in keeping with traditions, so in keeping with traditions is by following traditions, we had turkey for Christmas dinner. There is no comma in this IELTS statement. We cannot find a comma. In addition to is a prepositional phrase. So if we started with in addition to, we would have a comma after it. Also, as long as subject verb comma, we do not have a comma, so remove as long as. And in keeping with, this is also a prepositional phrase. We do not have a comma, remove it. What we will use is the fact that. Now, the fact that subject verb is a noun clause. It can be a subject, object, or after a preposition. For example, the company never apologized to customers. This made many customers angry. So, the fact that the company never apologized, that's your subject. Made, that's your verb, many customers angry. Or, sales of sugary drinks have been consistently falling. This indicates that consumers are becoming more health conscious. So, we have our noun clause. The fact that sales of sugary drinks have been consistently falling, that is our subject, indicates that consumers are becoming more health conscious. Therefore, the answer is C. Let's look at 124. First, let's simplify this sentence. The subject is having proper ventilation. The main verb is. So we need an adjective. Having proper ventilation is what? To reduce the risk of viruses. What would be logical? Good ventilation, and ventilation is airflow. What would be logical? Well, it is important, it is helpful, it is necessary. Which word has a similar meaning? Essential. Essential equals necessary. Water is essential for life. Water is necessary for life. For the company to survive, it is essential to find a reliable supply chain. We need that. So, once again, the best answer is C. Good ventilation is necessary. Having proper ventilation is essential. Let's look at 127. Well, let's go over 3 key TOEIC vocabulary. The first, guidelines. These are rules or instructions by an official organization. Here's an example. Company guidelines state that all new employees need at least 2 days of training. So this is a rule. Then we have the word publication. This could be a newspaper, a magazine, an article. For example, the New York Times is a daily publication. Finally, we have the verb revise. Now, someone revises something, they edit it, they change it, they modify it. We can revise a plan, a strategy, an essay, guidelines. So if I revise the plan is revised. Here's another example. The recipe book was revised to have more vegetarian options. Now, the noun for revise is revision. So, a small change. Someone makes a revision. Now that we know the vocabulary, let's get the answer. I have some bad news. Grammar cannot help us here. We have to use logic. First, let's eliminate A, courteous. Courteously is politely, well-mannered. It doesn't fit this situation. Why would you politely change a publication? Doesn't work. Now let's eliminate B, initially. This means firstly, at the start. Here's an example. After graduating university, I initially worked at a bank, but I changed careers and became a teacher. So at first, I worked at a bank. If we say the publication was initially revised, that is one time. But they are saying that this happens regularly. So the best option here is periodically. Periodically means occasionally, every so often. An example, I generally teach academic English, but I periodically teach speaking classes. Or, McDonald's will periodically add a new item to the menu. So they're saying occasionally the guidelines are changed. Occasionally we make changes to these to change for the reader, because maybe the reader is changing what they expect. Therefore, the answer is C. This is the most logical answer. We looked at 3 TOEIC questions today and we got 100%. Now your TOEIC score will improve. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.